Grammar School by Laura Sofía Fonseca Riaño. Content: reason to teach grammar, principles and sequences of teaching, best practices, teaching strategies, and methodologies for developing skills students. Reason to teach grammar. Grammar is taught to provide a structure for clear communication through coherent sentences using verbs, tenses, pronouns, and adjectives, thus avoiding common errors. It also helps in understanding text and how to grade them using the correct words, which is helpful for grading emails, reports, and documents. Principles and sequences of teaching. Principles. The teacher must ensure that the student understands the grammar before explaining it, which help communication to understand the structure of the language and prioritizes comprehension through examples. Sequences. Grammar helps students become more fluent and confident in expressing themselves by allowing verb tenses and adjectives to be used correctly. This helps students understand how to connect sentences so that they make sense. Best practices. Teaching practices aim to facilitate learning through reading and listening, helping students understand grammar first through songs, films, text, podcasts, videos, and games. This is done so that students can observe the patterns created in the language and then formulate the rules, making language learning less structured. Teaching strategies. Strategies for teaching grammar are essential for students to learn a language. These strategies include the teacher first showing examples so that the student can deduce the grammar and they teach it. Teaching grammar requires stories, conversation, text, games, and digital tools to facilitate better understanding. Another technique is the use of writing materials where students can write sentences and they read them aloud, improving spelling and pronunciation. Visual materials such as digital concept maps and digital whiteboards can also be used. Finally, the teacher should provide feedback to students so they can learn where they make mistakes and how to improve their grammar. This can be helpful for students to practice this structure through songs, series, and audiobooks. Methodologies for developing skills students. Among the methodologies considered are the communicative approach, which prioritizes interaction and the use of rules, the inductive approach, which helps students identify grammatical patterns through examples, task-based learning, which focuses on student planning a trip or solving real-world problems by implementing grammar games, especially role-playing games, so that students learn while having fun. And finally, the students' native language and the language they want to learn are used to improve their comprehension. Thank you. Bye bye.